Now, you may not know it, but Disney's Hollywood Studios is full of secrets. For example, warning, do not, cross down, pull a rope. You actually should try pulling this rope.
Oh, blimey! Oh! Careful! Deciphering an artifact down here. Blast it all! Don't pull the rope! You don't want to break the... Oh dear.
Do, yes, pull on the rope here by the entrance to Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular. It is a lot of fun. He's not always talking, so you just kind of stand by it for a little bit, listen for some of those phrases because it does change throughout the day. Gurney the dinosaur here at Disney's Hollywood Studios is more than just a fantastic dinosaur friend serving ice cream. It's actually inspired by the original animated film, first ever animated film, Gurney the Dinosaur, produced in 1914. Now here inside the trolley car Starbucks, you'll actually find one of the most highly themed Starbucks around. Inside Hollywood Studios, you'll actually notice up above, they've still got some of the trolley car things. The Electric Company, you can see it throughout the entire experience. It's a theme unlike any other. And now inside these storage racks, you'll find some very interesting items from the Star Wars story. So all around you can see these racks, and they all have different things. For example, in this one, you see the little light that Yoda held right there. Now once you make it to the hangar bay here inside the Star Destroyer, you'll notice, oh, some of those stormtroopers are active, looking at you. Watch out for them. Now if you look very carefully, some of those stormtroopers are looking at you. It's something to look out for as you walk through. You'll see them turning their heads, looking around, considering what you might be doing next, you rebel scum. Resistance scum, you get the idea. Now the droid that takes you out of here is named R5. He's been reprogrammed by the Resistance to get us out of here. Get a glimpse of some of those transports actually over there. They're getting ready to pick up some more recruits who make their way into the Star Destroyer and get caught. You can see some other AT-ATs up above. So cool to be underneath them, but look through right there. You can see others. Even though it looks like there are others to our right, it's actually just a mirror. So cool. Now, when many of us think of Hollywood Studios, we think that the inspiration for all of this was brought to us by Hollywood. And although it was a key component to Hollywood Studios, it actually is inspired by another city in California called Culver City. Now, it's true that Culver City is only about 8.5 miles from Hollywood, not that far away, but the knowledge that the inspiration for this amazing place came from an area outside of Hollywood is very interesting. Now, when we think about the theme of Hollywood, you can actually see the building has a very interesting look to it. I mean, look at all those details up above the very top of this building here. And even next to it, the differences between the building are very stark, very unique, very Hollywood. Even the street signs are meant to kind of bring us to Hollywood and the general area around Culver City. So it's not just this area that's kind of themed with Culver City, it's a combo. Think of the combination of Hollywood and Culver City together. Hollywood Studios has a lot of ties to Hollywood and California, of course, including the Pacific Electric Railroad, which you actually can find the original map here, right near the customer service area, right by the entryway. You kind of walk in Hollywood Boulevard, you can find the map here, which is the original, and actually shows you all the cities, all the streets, all throughout California during this time frame. Echo Lake here at Disney's Hollywood Studios is actually named after a lake you can find in Tahoe in California. It's actually a relaxing destination where you can sit back and relax or go on jet skis. A little bit different from the Echo Lake we have here at Hollywood, but the name is the same. Now there are a few hidden secrets here at Muppet Vision 3D. Right by the Fast Pass area, you'll notice that all these columns actually have eyebrows on them. That's something I just thought was so cool. It actually looks like a face. Again, they're right by these columns. See the column up there? And there's the Fast Pass area here, a little creature with teeth. Got to appreciate that. But then up above, you see, oh, they've all got eyebrows right up there. Super, super cute. Now you can see as we make our way into the show, you can see these little things hanging down also have hair and faces and even those 3D glasses that we're going to get inside. The theming up above, look up, you'll see lots of them. Look at that, even that little fan exhaust has googly eyes and some hair. Gotta appreciate it. Here we are again with those glasses drawn in chalk, 3D, and you can actually see a nose sticking out there. So many of these little sneak peeks as we make our way in. Now if you look here by the security area of Muppet Vision 3D, you'll notice a little sign here that says, back in 5 minutes, key is under the mat. Okay, well, you know, you think to yourself, all right, that's just for effect, right? We're gonna move this. Oh my gosh, can you see that? There's really a key under there. That's so cool. By the production office, you can see some really interesting names here, including Soup of the Day. Don't be afraid to take a closer look. You can see a lot of very interesting ones, including the Department of Poultry and Mold Cultivation. Interesting. Now, watching the pre-show here inside of Muppet Vision 3D is always a ton of fun, but if you look around, you can see a lot of very interesting signs and some cool props. Look up here. This is one that's very rarely seen, at least by me. Camp Waka Waka, where comedy takes a hike. That's great. You can see Kermit singing on his banjo, as he's well known for, taking Miss Piggy for a little boat ride right there. That is so nice, a little hidden piece of the pre-show area. One thing that I really love is the fact that you've got a Muppet Jim Henson right there near the top of the pre-show area here. You can see him right up there. It's awesome. Definitely take the time to look for him. He's kind of hidden up there, but it's great to see him.
Hey, look! Look at the guy in the Goofy mask!
Is it Goofy mask? Oh no, it's got it. Sweetums at Walt Disney World, rare for the meet and greet, but here every day at Muppet Vision 3D. Love seeing him. Bye, Sweetums. One of the 3D effects that I love in Muppet Vision 3D are those fireworks up above, not just on the screen. They're above you as well, so don't forget to look up and see those amazing, I'm going to call them LCD screens. Not 100% sure, but they are awesome. So look very carefully at the walls here. They change from the standard look, the explosion, and then look at that. The whole thing changes. It's really an experience. Look at that. You can see holes in the walls and everything. The explosion changes the entire theater. So cool. It's a great show. It really is, and something to pay attention to as you leave. If you just kind of make your way out slowly, you'll actually notice the theater is going to repair itself as we walk out. You don't have to stay that long to see it, just to kind of at the end of the line here. Oh, there it goes. Just like that. It switches over back to the clean theater from the explosion. Just pay attention to those things. It's so cool. Here by the exit of Muppet Vision 3D, you'll find reminders of the streets of America. One in particular is that building right behind me, where it actually says on it, apartments for rent. Is it the same one on Streets of America? It certainly looks like it, and that's definitely where it would be from the past. So it's kind of that spoiler, kind of reminding us of past days. Now, of all the attractions here at Disney's Hollywood Studios, none has more secrets, at least in my opinion, than the Hollywood Tower Hotel. The first one is all about the color of Hollywood Tower of Terror. You notice it's kind of like an orangish brown, a little bit like that. Looks great, it really fits the theme perfectly. Believe it or not, that color was chosen because it can be seen from Morocco, and it blends in perfectly. The Hollywood Tower Hotel here at Walt Disney World is 199 feet in the air, 1 foot more, and they would have had to put a red blinking light on the top for FAA safety reasons, planes, all that stuff. Instead, it's 1 foot below, so it maintains that great appearance. The Hollywood Tower Hotel is haunted in many ways, but something very interesting, it was actually struck by lightning. By lightning during the construction process. Tells you something, huh? Many years ago, the Hollywood Tower Hotel was reimagined, and with the reimagining came a unique sequence for the drops. The drops are never the same. Every single time you get pulled down in a different way, maybe 1 super long drop and then 3 smaller drops, or maybe several super long drops. It is totally random, making it a new experience every time. 1917 is significant because it's the year that the Hollywood Tower Hotel opened to the star-studded streets in Hollywoodland, Los Angeles, California. The lobby is right here. It's actually full of replicas from the 1930s furniture and luggage that you could find inside the hotel. Now, one super secret here at the Hollywood Tower Hotel is the diamond rating. You'll actually notice the AAA rating. Okay, looks great. It's not 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 diamonds, which is actually the maximum for AAA. It's 13. 13 diamonds is the rating at the Hollywood Tower Hotel. 13 diamonds. rig right there. They only give 5. 5 is a maximum. You see 13 right here, right by the concierge desk of the lobby here at the Hollywood Tower Hotel. Inside the basement boiler room area of the Hollywood Tower Hotel, you'll notice there are only 4 service elevator entrances that you can find here, but believe it or not, up to 8 vehicles could be in motion at any given time throughout the hotel, full of guests. Now, along with the 4 service elevator banks that you can find here in the basement of the Hollywood Tower Hotel, you also find a very special express elevator, which we also call the chicken elevator, for those who feel like it's not quite time for you to check in the tower. When you go for a fall of the tower, you may be going up to speeds of 39 miles an hour. 39! Just imagine that. That's fast. Much faster than the speed of gravity. Now inside we'll find a very special elevator safety certificate dated October 31st, 1939, the day the Hollywood Tower Hotel opened. There's that very special safety certificate, 1939. Oh my gosh, scary. Take a look at the little girl there. She is waving at you and she's holding a Mickey. It's one of those hidden secret things you can find inside the tower. Don't be afraid to look up as you make your way into the Tower of Terror elevator shaft. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, that's so bright. I can see. Oh my gosh! Oh, we're going back up. Whoa! Totally random. Totally. Whoa! A fun PhotoPass secret, there is a little video that plays if you have Memory Maker, and that plays actually as you go down. There's a photo too. It's always that first drop, so just keep that in mind. Dropped into the Twilight Zone and exit before you make it to the gift store, which is right here. You'll actually find a very cool Sunset Room menu. What makes the menu unique is the fact that it was dated October 31st, 1939. Again, that date that the Hollywood Tower Hotel made its way to Hollywoodland in California. Fantasmic is a fantastic nighttime spectacular here at Disney's Hollywood Studios, but of all the nighttime spectaculars that they have here at Walt Disney World, it's actually the one that's the most susceptible to weather. Of course, all nighttime shows are susceptible to weather, but the Fantasmic show is a large metal structure surrounded by tons of water, so they gotta be extra careful there. For these videos, you know I do some research, and I was researching the gas pumps here at Hollywood Studios, and one of the secrets is that apparently the numbers will kind of correlate to the date, May 1st, 1989, that Hollywood Studios MGM opened. I cannot for the life of me figure it out. I've looked all over. I looked at the little numbers in here by the registration, I looked at the price of the gas. I can't figure it out, but apparently, if you add them up in a certain way, May 1st, 1989, opening day of MGM Studios, now Hollywood Studios. I'm sharing some of the numbers right here on screen so you can see it with me and try and figure it out. But I have asked like 4 cast members at this point, trying to figure out where it is. I'm not sure, they're not sure. If you know, let me know in the comments, but yeah, it's apparently. Several years ago, Disney's MGM Studios was changed to Disney's Hollywood Studios that we know today. However, there's still a reminder of what the name used to be in the park right here at this sign. Here by the videographer, right here as you make your way down Hollywood Boulevard, you'll see a sign with Michael Eisner's information on it telling us to enjoy Hollywood Studios and telling us what it's all about. But at the very top, you'll see Disney's MGM Studios, a little secret from the past. Disney's Hollywood Studios is full of amazing secrets and reminds us that we can look back at the past with fondness and also look ahead with optimism. Thanks so much for joining me today. It was so much fun sharing it all with you. Until next time, have a magical day.